Hello everyone and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is my retro unboxing of the Motorola 120T on Singular. The T in 120T stands for TDMA, which is the phone technology that this phone right here uses. I've actually been looking to pick one of these up for a while, any 120 to be specific, because I've actually been needing a battery from one to my 120 on Quest. And I can just tell you right now that does work. I picked this phone up a while ago, but I never made a video about it. I think it's been about a month at this point. I got it for about 20 bucks after taxes and shipping on eBay. And yeah, as you can see, this little sleeve here, it's actually a sleeve and not part of the box itself. As you can see, it kind of slides out. It's kind of beat up, but you can be rest assured that what's underneath is actually in pretty good shape. So let's just go over what's on the sleeve of this box. As you can see here, KIIC, keep in contact, that's the name of Singular's prepaid pay-as-you-go service. As you can see here, it's pay-as-you-go because it gives you rates for minutes, and it tells you what you can do with the KIIC plan. Down here is the Singular logo and their slogan, fits you best. Here's a picture of the phone itself with that same prepaid branding and the phone brand and the model, which is the 120T. Right here it tells you what's included in the box. You can pause and read that. On the back here is what was on the front side of the sleeve, and you can pause and read that as well. It's just in Spanish right here. And then this right here is what was on the other side of the sleeve, but in Spanish. So let's just take this off here. As you can see here, here's the actual box, Singular wireless, the phone once again, Motorola intelligence everywhere, 120T. Here's some features of the phone, which you can read right here. And here's this back here, basically your welcome message, welcome to Singular. Once again, what the box includes. On the bottom is just some FCC information. And on the right side here is just some barcodes and some information, including the fact that this is a 2002 phone. So with that, let's get into the box. There's not much to this here. I actually already charged the battery because I found that it was completely dead, so then I could actually turn it on in this video. So on top here is the sealed user's guide. Digital wireless telephone, model 120T, TDMA once again. This right here, it's already come open. This is the charger. This was not sealed, so I can just show you this. This is a proprietary thing here, exclusive to Motorola phones. Here's the battery. It's definitely a chunky battery, that's for sure, which I charged, like I said. And here's the back cover, which is actually sealed. So I'm going to go get this cut open and taken out the package. And just like that, here's the back. Just a little plastic piece here with another smaller piece to remove the back from the phone. And the last thing in here is the phone itself with a screen protector, which looks like it's bubbling. So let's get cleaned up here and then stick the battery into the phone. So here's the phone and the battery. It just fits in like this.
Tampoco ayudar a un amigo.
back cover just simply snaps on.
No podré dormir esta noche si no hago las paces con Raymond por cómo actué hoy, así que me ocuparé de eso mientras terminas de empacar, ¿sí? Luego iremos al aeropuerto. Tal vez empiece a planear un viaje de la familia LaRusso para visitarte en Okinawa. Suponiendo que pueda hacer las paces con ellos también.
Now, before I turn on the phone, I'm going to go over the buttons on here and ports. So here are your two selection keys, your menu key, your navigation, which is only up and down. There is no left and right with this phone. Your N, send button, your number pad.
¿Qué diablos pasa aquí? Ocúpate de tus asuntos, gordo. Piérdete.
Little mascot, if you will, singular.
¡Silencio!
Motorola logo, the earpiece.
¿Quieren aferrarse a su
Right here,
rencor?
this is
Bien.
all the earpiece with the
No
another
sean
Motorola
hombres y
logo.
pongan sus puños donde están sus bocas.
Here's the antenna, which
¿Qué quieres
sticks
que
out.
hagamos? Que peleen.
Here's your power button.
Sin
A headphone
puntos y
jack.
colchonetas.
Volume
Sigan peleando
control.
hasta que lo saquen de su sistema.
The charger port.
Es el momento y
I'd
este
have
es
to
el
figure
lugar.
out what this is.
A no ser que solo fueran palabras.
On the back
No
here,
para mí.
your antenna, the V
Ni para
logo,
mí.
and the back
Entonces,
cover
adelante.
itself. This phone is definitely very basic, if you cannot tell. This is actually a budget phone, and it was released on many different networks with DDMA and TDMA variant.
¿Es todo lo que tienen?
One of the other networks actually being released with the TDMA version would be
¿Que no eran
TrackPhone.
enemigos declarados?
There's a Motorola 120T on TrackPhone, and I've actually seen those on eBay before, and I've thought about buying them. So now let's turn on the phone.
Yeah.
So it's a brand new phone because the first three digits for the phone number were zeros, which means this thing has never been activated. It has a monochrome screen, if you can't tell. It's very small, kind of like the C139, which was also released on Singular. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always,
Oigan, no, en la escalera no.
hello everyone and welcome back to morgborg Tech. This is my retro unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S3 on Swisscom. If you've never heard of that carrier, neither have I, because it's based in Switzerland. And if you can't tell already, this is a European phone. But you all are thinking that this costs a good deal of money, but believe it or not, this actually cost me only $6 on Amazon. I found out about this through a video uploaded by the YouTuber Carson Folio. I'll link his channel in the description of this video here so you can go check out his channel, because I gotta give credit to him for finding this, because it wouldn't have been easy finding it on my own. So with that, let's get into the unboxing. On the front here of the box, it says Samsung Galaxy S3. On the bottom here is what would be a barcode, but it was taped over with this label here. And yes, it does say used like new, even though I actually verified the contents of this box, and it looks more like a refurbished phone. As you can see here, this is the seal, which actually came broken. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like that, but that's what happened. As you know, I said I checked everything inside here, and looks like I'm good. On the back here is some specs. Again, Galaxy S3. This is a 32GB phone. This is a HSPA Plus phone, also supporting Edge and GPRS. It has a 1.4 GHz quad-core processor, which is the Exynos processor. 1080p playback and video recording, a 4.8-inch HD Super AMOLED screen, GPS, an 8-megapixel autofocus camera, and a 1.9 megapixel front camera, a 2100 milliamp hour battery, Android, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, DivX, and Planet First, which is eco-friendly packaging, and the model of this phone, which is the GTI 9300, which is the international version of the Galaxy S3. Now, let's get into the contents of this box. It comes open like this. On the top here is the phone, which is brown. Set that to the side. Next thing in here is what looks like the manuals. Even though they're all printed in a non-English language. This one here on top looks like it's in German, and I think I saw one in here that was in Spanish. I'm not going to open this up here because I want to keep it nice and organized. Inside here is some ear tips, replacements for the earphones that come with this device, which are right here. As you can see, they're Samsung branded. These are just normal earbuds, nothing special about them, except that they have volume control. Here's a European travel adapter, rated at 1 amp. This did come with a converter, so I could plug this in using my new European to US powered converter. Here's a standard micro USB charging cable. And the last thing in here is the battery, which appears sealed. So I'm going to set this box to the side here. I'm going to peel the plastic off of this charging brick here. Very glossy here. I'm going to try and keep this nice and clean because I actually really like the way it looks. I'm going to remove this wrap from the battery here. And there we go. 2100 milliamp hours. And here's the phone itself with a lot of plastic to take off. So I'm going to start with the back cover here. Here it just tells you how to remove the back. Now I'm going to remove the back here to install the battery. As you can see here, GTI 9300, and the battery just goes in like this. This phone is in really good condition. It's basically brand new. Peel the screen protector here, which was kind of loose to begin with. Very nice. So now I'm going to take a look around the phone here. Starting with, this is your notification light, your earpiece, Samsung logo, front-facing camera, brightness sensor, your 4.8-inch Super AMOLED screen, your soft menu button, it's capacitive, your soft back button, your physical home button. On the left side here is your volume control. On the bottom is the micro USB port and a microphone. On the right side here is the power button. On the top here is another microphone, the port to remove the back cover, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back here is the flash, camera, speaker, and Samsung logo. And that appears to be it. So now, let's turn on this phone. It has some charge. As you can see again, GTI 9300. So this is the international version of this phone. And you can see right here, Swisscom. And you can see that the capacitive buttons light up. Comes in German, so I'm going to have to change this right here. English, United States. Next. I'm going to skip this for now. I'll change the date here. Skip the Samsung account. Skip the Google account. Uncheck these here for Google location. Skip the name. No thanks to Dropbox. And finish. So that's the Galaxy S3. I'll show you what version this is running. It's running Android 4.1.1, which I know for a fact is not the latest version of Android for this phone, nor is it the oldest either. This is pretty much right in between. Going to storage here. About 25 gigabytes are available to the end user. Not too bad. So that's my retro unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S3. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace.
Oh, Taro!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is just going to be a quick unboxing here of a phone I bought on eBay. This cost me about $6. It's a Sanyo Katana on Sprint. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's turn on the phone now. If it has any charge. Okay. Battery appears to be fully charged. And yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace.
Tato!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is a quick unboxing of a Nokia 6102 on Singular. So I'm going to start by breaking open into the box here. Alright. Pull out the phone here. So here you go. This thing looks like it's in pretty good condition. Screen's a little scuffed. But otherwise it's in pretty good condition. Should have a battery. And yes it does. Might not be charged, so we'll see about that. the BL4C. So let's just give it a quick test, see if it turns on. And yes, it does. So I'm going to have to dig up the SIM card for this thing. They actually call it a smart chip because that's the name of the SIM cards used for AT&T and Singular back in the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace.
Oh, yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to morgborg Tech. This is my retro unboxing of the LG KM380, which is my first unlocked LG phone, a real music phone. This thing is my second ever European phone, which is pretty cool for me since I live in the United States. I don't get to see those very often at all. And yeah, this is an unlocked phone with a music player. As you can see, here's some tunes. On the side here, it shows some features of this phone, including Bluetooth 2.0 and high-speed USB connection. On the back, it's the same as what's on the front, except this here shows the cover open, which reveals the keypad. And on this side here shows some basic features, including MP3 and a camera. And on top here is just some barcode information, as well as on the bottom. So with that, let's get into this box. On top here is the user's manual. That's a CD. As you can see here, LG KM380. And the user's manual for that disc. Here's the phone. Very nice looking. Set that to the side. Here's the battery, which has never been opened. There we go. Lithium-ion polymer. Interesting. 800 milliamp hours. Looks like the battery from the LG Remark. They're probably identical. Here's some earphones, and I'm not going to take these out of the bag. They connect via the proprietary connector on this phone. Here is the charger. Again, that proprietary plug, and this thing uses the UK connector. And then in here is a USB data cable. I think this would actually come in pretty handy. Okay, so here's the phone and the battery. Just remove the back cover like this and install the battery. There's a SIM card slot on here and a micro SD card slot. So now I'll show you around the phone here. On the front with the cover closed is music controls with a little music button. This is for your tracks. Here's just a standard keypad with directional, menu selection, send, end, and your numbers. Here's your screen, earpiece, LG logo. Here's your proprietary connector and for your headphones. a lot of LG phones use this, including the chocolate that I got in the phone lot.
Yeah.
Here's that
A ver.
music button again, it looks like.
A ver.
Here's
Yeah.
the power button with
Va.
a little bit of plastic over it. There we go, that's the power button. On the bottom is nothing. On the left side here is a micro SD card slot, volume controls, and a camera button. On the top is a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back is your speaker, camera, which is a smart camera, and the back cover with the LG logo. So now let's see if this phone's battery has any juice in it. And yes, it does. Okay, here's the setup, out of battery. Well, that's interesting. So this phone's out of battery, and as such I cannot show you it turned on, but you can be rest assured that in a later video you will see this phone turned on. So that's the retro unboxing of the LG KM380. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is the unboxing of the LG Rizio 4 from Cricket. This phone cost me just $13, being on markdown because this is an older model. And so it originally cost $50, and you know how it is, LG is no longer making phones, so I'm guessing that because of that, Walmart wanted to get rid of this thing. Yes, I got this at Walmart. So I'm going to read off some specs to you. This is a 5.7-inch HD plus screen, so it's 720p, but it's a little bit taller. A 13 megapixel and wide 5 megapixel rear camera, so it has a dual camera setup on the rear, and a 3 megapixel front facing camera. Android 10, and a 2 gigahertz octa-core processor, which I believe is a MediaTek processor, if I remember right. And down here it's just telling you that you can get unlimited data. On the side here it just tells you more about the phone. A 3000 milliamp hour battery, that same screen I told you about, same camera, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, and supports a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I think it's kind of disappointing that this only has 16 gigabytes of storage, but yet again this phone is a year old, so I'll give it that. But yeah, it wouldn't have hurt for LG to put 32 gigs in this phone. This here it's just telling you more about paying for Cricket's service. Contains the phone and battery. By the way, it's a non-removable battery. The charger, which is micro USB. The SIM card, which is nano SIM, and the cable. And on the bottom is just your information about the phone and for when you're buying it. So let's just get into the box like this. I actually really like this packaging compared to what Cricket used to have. And yeah, it's a pretty simple packaging design. I like it. Just opens up like this. First thing we're greeted with is the SIM card. I am not putting this thing in the phone because I'm not activating this, so I can just toss this to the side here, as it's pretty much useless to me. Here's some insert. Here's your service and activation guide. Here's your terms and conditions of service as of August 2019. Nothing interesting in here. Here's your quick start guide, your product safety and warranty information with your SIM ejector. I'm not going to open this up unless I have to. Right here is your LG charger in white. Let's see how powerful this is. 1.2 amps, so this is not powerful at all. Kind of disappointing actually, considering this is having such a large battery. And here's your standard micro USB cable, nothing special there. And last in here is the phone, the star of the show. This thing looks pretty nice. As you can see here, non-removable. And yet again, there's your information. First impressions of the feel of this thing, it feels amazing. You can see the dual cameras here. So before peeling off the screen protector here, I'm going to show you around the phone real fast. So here's your front-facing camera with the notches you can see, your earpiece, and here would be your gesture bar. This is just software control. It's not anything hardware-wise, so there's no like home button or nothing like that. On the right side here is your power button. On the top is a microphone. On the back again, your dual cameras and the Cricket logo, LG logo. On the left side here is your volume controls, the Google Assistant button, and your SIM ejector, which also has your micro SD card slot. On the bottom here is your 3.5mm headphone jack, another microphone, a micro USB charging port, and your single speaker. So now let's peel off the screen protector here. Nice. So now let's turn on the phone. This should have the current Cricket boot animation. LG Rizio 4 powered by Android. It's got the new Android logo. It might be a minute before this thing boots up. So that took far too long, but now the phone is on the setup screen here. I'm going to go ahead and set up my Wi-Fi. There we go. This phone does not support 5 GHz Wi-Fi networks, keep that in mind. Now I will add my Google account. The processor in this phone is handling very well. So that just confirmed this is the Google Assistant button. There we go. So here's just a little warning here. Do not remove the battery. Go into settings here. As you can see, this phone is running Android 10. Got the little Easter egg here. Out of 16 gigabytes, 7.21 gigabytes are available to the end user, which is kind of disappointing. Cricket has a post-paid version of this phone called the LG Fortune 3, and that will conclude my unboxing of the LG Rizio 4 from Cricket. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is an unboxing of my third eBay phone lot. This is a much smaller phone lot than anything I've gotten previously. This is just a lot of 12 phones here. They're all basic phones. And I got this because I pretty much liked every single phone that was in here. And it cost me about $19, so not bad in my opinion. These are all untested.
Look.
There we go. So let's see what we've got in here. I know every single phone that's in here, I believe. Props to the seller because this is packaged very well. You can see these are all wrapped individually in tissue paper. So what is here first? Okay, this here is a Samsung Rugby on AT&T. This is the first Rugby. Now I think this one's actually pretty interesting here because it's yellow. Not sure, but I think these are kind of rare, the yellow color, because I almost always see these in black. I'll start setting them down here. I was able to fit them all onto my white screen this time. Okay, this here is a Sanyo. I'm pretty sure this is the SCP-3100 on Sprint, although I will double check. Yes, this is the 3100. I like these Sanyo phones, as you might know, so having another one of these is pretty cool. And this one's in pretty good shape too. Here's a Nokia. No carrier branding at all. This one here is a 6010. This one might actually be unlocked, so that's pretty cool. There should be another one of these in the lot. Okay, this one here is pretty sticky. Okay, the tissue paper appears to be sticking. Yeah, this one here is pretty sticky. This is an LG slider phone, a music phone on AT&T. This one's pretty cool as well. Has a battery. This is an LG CF360. It's almost like a cheaper version of the chocolate, if I say so myself. Okay, so it just slipped out of here. This is another Nokia 6010. Hopefully this one has a battery, and yes it does. Let's see what's in here. This is a Nokia 6030. This one has no carrier branding on it. I was honestly hoping that it was a singular model, although I'm not so sure. If it's unlocked, that would be just as cool. Okay, this here is an Altel phone, pretty cool. As you can see right there, I've actually been looking to get Altel phones for a while. This is an AX275 SV. The SV just simply means silver because they had this phone in multiple colors. I'm pretty sure you could also get it in green and maybe black, if I remember correctly. There's at least two other Altel phones in this lot too, which you'll see. And here's another one of them. This is a Samsung SCH U420. This is the Nimbus, I believe. Just a little slider phone here, kind of like my D807 on Singular, except this one might be a bit cheaper. This one does not have a battery, if you can't tell. Okay, this one here is pretty sticky as well. Okay, so don't know what happened here, but the back cover is like stuck to this plastic piece. Don't know if that was intentional or not. This is a 6126. Pretty nice. This here's a long phone. I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. And yes, this is a Motorola Talkabout of sorts. Apparently this thing just takes some regular old batteries. Not going to check the model on here. Wouldn't surprise me if that Motorola could just take regular old AA batteries. That actually means something to figure out. I'm almost positive this is another Altel phone. Okay, this one is not. It's got glitter on it. This should be an LG 125. Might have a bloated battery, but I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Yeah, this is the LG LX125. This one was a Sprint phone, although this one does not have any Sprint branding, so I'm not sure what carrier it's on. It's probably on some sort of prepaid or government carrier. And here's the last one in here, so I know which one this is. This should be an LG AX145, if I remember right. An all telephone, of course. And here we have it. Yep, AX145. Now, some have said on other videos I've seen, and I've actually made attempts to correct people, this is not the same phone as the 200C. The 200C is a little bit different. I think actually a bit more feature-packed than this thing. As you can see on this phone here, it doesn't have the light on the front of it. I'm pretty sure the 200C has. They look pretty similar though. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. It's been a hot minute since I've filmed anything for the channel, because the last video, as you might know, that I filmed in order by when it was filmed. That was a very long video, the startup and shutdown video, and I got kind of burned out from filming after all of that. So I took a little break, but now I'm back with some actual content. Anyway, this is another retro unboxing. It's been a minute since I've done any one of these. This here is the Samsung A167. This is a blue flip phone from AT&T Go Phone, which was their former name for the prepaid service. Now it's just known as AT&T Prepaid. So I'm going to take a look around the box here, which is just this retail plastic box with two sides of information. It's kind of beat up here. As you can see, the plastics are cracked, but I got this because this phone's kind of rare. So anyways, here are some features of the phone, which include ringtones, long distance calling, messaging, rollover balance, and mobile web, instant messaging. Here is one of their plans and about GoPhone. And as you can see here, 1109, that's when this was packaged. That is November 2009, so this phone is about 12 years old. And it says it includes $30 worth of airtime, but I am assuming that is if you were to have activated this back in the day, it would have given you that airtime for free. It just won't give you that without activating. Turning over here, you can see the inside of the phone. And here is your phone plan information. Here's what the box includes, which is the phone, SIM card, charger, which I'm assuming is a proprietary charger, manuals, and that sort of thing. And here is all of your fine print. You can read that if you'd like. Nothing interesting though. So because this is a very frustrating, according to a lot of people, plastic packaging, I am going to try and be very careful with this so then I don't damage the box too much, and so then I don't hurt myself either while doing that. Well, that took way too long, but I did it. My intention was keeping this top part here, making sure I wouldn't have to cut it off. As you can see, this box is pretty mangled now. It's pretty bad. But anyway, I can just do this. And here are the contents of the box. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. First thing here, the phone. Please don't text and drive. Good advice. Looks very nice. I'll set this to the side. Here is the GoPhone SIM card, which supports 3G connection, although this is actually a 2G phone, so it does not need 3G. 2008. The battery, 800 milliamp hours. The proprietary charger here. You can see this is just the small tip. And the user guides. So here are the three things that I'm going to need to get this phone turned on. The phone, of course. The battery, hopefully this thing has a charge in it. And the SIM card, because I'm almost certain this phone's going to require one. So first, let's get this battery out of the bag here. Slide it into the phone here. And the SIM card. So before peeling off the screen protectors, I'm going to take a look around the phone here. This is the camera, the external screen, Samsung logo, AT&T logo, volume buttons, charger port and headphone jack, the hinge, the back cover with the Samsung logo, earpiece, AT&T logo, internal screen, Samsung logo, directional buttons with the selecting button, menu keys, send, back, end, and the number pad. So now let's peel off the screen protectors here. And let's turn on the phone. I'm sure this is going to have the same sound as many budget Samsung phones did at the time. And I was correct. The battery on this phone here is getting pretty low. And that was the retro unboxing of the Samsung A167 from AT&T GoPhone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to morgborg Tech. Here is yet again another eBay phone lot unboxing. I was telling myself that I probably wouldn't be buying another lot for a while because I wouldn't have found anything good, but lo and behold, I found this. So anyway, this is actually my most expensive phone lot yet. It's a lot of 25 phones, and I paid almost $66 for this after taxes and shipping. Now, as indicated by the title, I got this lot because it came with a bunch of phones from Europe and possibly other countries. If it was just American phones in this lot and only American phones, I wouldn't have gotten this because otherwise it would have been too expensive. So without any further ado, I haven't unboxed this, I haven't taken off the tape, so I will do that on camera for us right now. So here we are. This is what I am greeted with. Bubble wrap. Let's just take this out here. And this so far appears to be presented very similarly to how my first ever phone lot was presented. Except this comes in just one bag. And so I'll start pulling out these devices and show you them. A lot of these have little labels on them, so I'll have to take them off. So first off, here's a Sony Ericsson. Pretty interesting looking. It looks like it might be missing the camera. Kind of weird. This is on orange, and I'm pretty sure this is a K750i. Actually, never mind. There is the camera. I don't know what goes here. I don't know how the battery comes out. I don't want to break this thing. I was told that all of these phones come with batteries, so hopefully that is actually true. Here is an American phone. This is an LG B470 on AT&T. This one also comes with a SIM card too. That's pretty cool. They sold these for quite a few years until I think about 2017. I think they sold them from like 2015 to 2017. They were pretty popular with the non-smartphone crowd. Here is an iPod Touch 4th generation, 32 gigabyte. I wouldn't be surprised if the screen on this thing is broken, but hopefully it isn't. Here is a Samsung Galaxy something of sorts. It might be some kind of X-cover phone. As you can see, this is the GTS 7710. Moving on, here is a Verizon LG smartphone. I think this might be the LG Optimus Exceed. Or maybe not, because this is an LTE phone. The VS840. Here is a BlackBerry Storm. Supposedly this thing clicks in the center. That's how the touchscreen works on this thing. Let's see if it has a battery. Yes, it does. Moving on, here is a pretty cheap looking Samsung smartphone. Let's see what the model of this is, because I might know what it is if I know what the model is. This is the GTS 6310N. So this is the Samsung Galaxy Young. a very cheap smartphone from 2013. Next up is a Nokia. Looks like this one is on Claro, or Claro, however you say that. This battery looks like it is bloated, so that will have to go thrown out. This is the 1208. Next up is a Nokia 6102 or 6102i on Singular. I actually didn't even see this in the listing, so maybe they gave this to me by accident. Yeah, this is the 6102i. I already have one of these, of course, if you saw my little short unboxing video of one I got on eBay. Here's a pretty nice looking Nokia. The back cover appears to be taped shut. So here is an LG Verizon LTE. This looks like the G2. Anyway, moving on. Here is a Phonak My Pilot. This might not even be a phone, but I'm not sure. I know nothing about it, so I'll take a look at it later. Here is an Alcatel candy bar on AT&T. This was a Go phone back in the day. I forget how old this is, but I've seen a few of these in the box on eBay. This is the OT510. Here's another Samsung Galaxy. Looks like another European one. GTI 8160, I think that says, with a British T-Mobile SIM card, so this is a European phone, all right. Here is an iPhone 3GS. Looks like the screen is damaged, sadly. Here's a Sony Xperia. Let's see. I think this is the LT26i. Well, it looks like this here fell off. I think that's the power button. Here is a Sharp phone with a lot of stickers on it. This one is on Vodafone. This is the Sharp GZ200. Some interesting phones in here. What kind of charger does this take? I might have that. Maybe I don't, though. Here is a Samsung candy bar phone. This is definitely got to be a European phone. GTE 1050V on Vodafone, of course. Here's a Samsung. This looks pretty weird. Doesn't slide. So this might be an MP3 player. YP-T9J. Interesting. Here's an Alcatel QWERTY phone on AT&T. I think this was also a Go phone back in the day. Battery's bloated, sadly. This is the OT871. Here's a Nokia on T-Mobile. This might be an American phone. This is the 1616. This is an American phone. I think not too long ago I found one of these brand new on eBay, although it got sold pretty quickly. Here's a ZTE flip phone. The symbol something. Z320, and it looks like it's on Metro PCS. Here is a Samsung Stratosphere or SCHI 405. Looks like I'm down to a few phones. Here is a Motorola on orange. With a strange battery tip. This is the V220. Here is a Nokia X2. This one looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
And here is the last phone. So now I will get organized a bit and come back. So here are the phones a little better organized, and I will go ahead and test these off camera and make an update video when they've all been tested. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. This is the retro unboxing of the Motorola C139 on Singular Go phone. This is one of the very few Singular Go phones I've ever been able to find on eBay, so that's pretty interesting. I imagine they only had these for a couple of years. As you can tell, this looks very similar to the AT&T Go phone packaging, and that's because this is what Singular used before they were bought by AT&T. So I will take a look around the box here and then try to open it. It wasn't easy with my last one, and because this here, as you can tell, is perfectly sealed, unlike my last one, I'm going to have a tougher time with this. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get started with the front here. So right here is the phone, of course. Send and receive text messages from friends and family, so this supports text messaging, a hallmark feature of this phone. Here are some of the features of this phone here. This is more of a singular feature right here. but this is supporting international calling and messaging. This is a Go phone, of course, so that is prepaid. This is the retail packaging that Singular used back in 2006. As you can see right here, 0606, so June 2006. So this phone is just over 15 years old. Same stuff here that you saw before about your service, how to pay for it. Here what the cards looked like. On the back here, Go phone, Singular, and you might have noticed raising the bar. That was their final slogan before being bought out by AT&T. Here's the phone again with the screen on. Very pixelated if you can't tell. Here's your plan options. Some more information here, and your fine print just like before. On the bottom is your barcode for scanning. So I will be right back and try to get this open. I don't know how well I'll be able to do with this, but anyways. So a lot of rap rage and a sunset later because I lost my natural light now. I finally got this open. This was incredibly difficult. As you can see, I had to cut around this tag here. So now I'm going to set the box like this and remove the contents of it. This wants to close here, so just mind that. There's this little plastic cover here. First off, here's the phone. Here's the battery. This battery is dated August 26th, 2006, if I'm reading that right. I can't see a size on here right off in milliamp hours. Here is the Singular 64K Smart Chip. The back cover with the Singular branding. And the charger with the proprietary chip. In here are these documents. This one is for handset exchange and warranty. Activate your Go phone service. Quick start guide. User guide. And the Moto manual. So here are the things that I will need to get this phone powered on. The phone, of course, the battery, the SIM card, and the back cover. So I will start by getting the SIM card into this phone. Pretty easy. Like this. The battery. That tape on there is as fresh sounding as it would have been in 2006. It's feeling pretty light, so it might be dead. The back cover. So before removing this one screen protector on here, I will take a look around the phone. Starting with the front, here is your earpiece, Motorola logo, your very small screen. Just to give you an idea, here's my thumb on the screen, very tiny. Here are your menu keys, your directional, so your navigation, your selector, send, end, and your number pad. On the left side is just a headphone jack, 2.5 millimeters. On the bottom is your charge port. On the right side is nothing except a little rubber bumper. On the top is a lanyard strap. On the back here is the Motorola logo, the back cover, and the Singular logo. So let's take off this screen protector here. Quiet but nice. And let's see if this has any juice. This makes a beeping sound when it turns on, unlike any other Motorola phone I've seen. So that shows you how basic this is. Okay, it looks like it is dead, unfortunately. It looks like I can't get this phone turned on right now, so I will just end the video here. And with that, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to morgborg Tech. This is the unboxing of the Motorola Moto G Play for AT&T prepaid. I picked this up at Target for $50 full price, not on sale. So that's a pretty price actually, considering I've seen this go for as much as $80 at other places on other carriers. So anyway, here are the specs of the phone here on the front. A 6.5-inch HD Plus Max Vision display. So HD Plus, that is 720, except it is a taller panel, so it's not 1280 by 720. Dual 13 megapixel and 2 megapixel rear camera with a flash and a 5 megapixel selfie camera. 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can put a 512 gig SD card in this phone. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery, a fingerprint sensor, and Android 10. So some pretty impressive looking specs. Looking in here, the prepaid service. And something else I've heard about this phone is that it has USB Type-C, so that's pretty good. But I do not know if this has fast charging or not. Again, some more prepaid information. So yeah. Let's tear into this thing. There we go. Let's take this out. Right here is the phone. Very large. Feels nice so far. A SIM ejector. The charger plug. This is not a fast charger. And the USB cable, which you might be able to see, is indeed Type-C. And some documentation. Quick start guide. AT&T Call Protect. Let's get started, Moto G Play. And your legal, safety, and regulatory. So here is the phone. You can see same specs as before. And I will take off this wrap now. Pretty nice. This thing is very nice looking. I like this. As you can see, it's all plastic. Not a big deal because this thing feels pretty nice. As you can see too, this is my hand, and this is a rather large phone. And so before I power this on, I will take a look around the phone real quick here. On the left side is the SIM and microSD card slot. On the bottom is a microphone, USB-C port, no charging, your speaker. On the right side is the power button and the volume button. On the top is headphone jack and a microphone. On the back is the dual camera setup with flash, the Motorola logo, and the fingerprint sensor. The Motorola logo and the fingerprint sensor, and the AT&T logo. On the front is the earpiece, your 5 megapixel camera, and your 6.5-inch HD Plus screen. So let's turn this on. That's a pretty nice animation. So alright, as you can see, that was very quick. And so, get started here. And I will set up the phone off camera and come back when I'm done. Okay, I am back, and it looks like the phone is trying to download a few apps, so I'll stop that later. But as you can see, looks pretty nice, especially off camera. I know some of the whites here on this wallpaper look washed out on camera. Blame the camera, not the phone though, thankfully. So going into settings, keep in mind this is a 32 gig phone. Used out of 32 gigabytes is 16.95 gigabytes, so a little more than half. The system takes up a lot of storage. Go to About Phone. We are indeed running Android 10. This has been the unboxing of the Motorola Moto G Play for AT&T Prepaid. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morgborg Tech. Here again with another phone lot. This is a lot of 33 phones. I paid about 36 bucks for this, so this is actually one of the best priced phone lots I've seen on eBay in quite a long time, which says something because I found some pretty good lots in the past. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't have much more to say about this, other than that this is all basic phones. There are no smartphones in here this time. So a little callback to one of my previous phone lots. You should know which one. Packing peanuts. So I'll go ahead and take these out real quick. Okay, so I should have gotten all of the packing peanuts out of this box. And here you can see some of the phones. With the way this is packaged, it's kind of packaged in layers. So this is only probably about a third of the lot. And let's start with this one here, because I just realized this one's pretty interesting. This is a Motorola on T-Mobile, except if you haven't noticed, this is a dummy phone. So this would have been on display in a retail store back in who knows when. So because this is not an actual electronic device, I will not be including this in my update on this lot, but I might just hang on to this because, you know, a dummy phone, just a retail display, pretty cool stuff. You don't see that everywhere. Next up is this Alcatel Quick Flip on Cricket. I was told only some of these have batteries, so not all of them do. Let's see if this one does. Yes, it has a battery. Looks good. Has a SIM card as well. If I need it, of course. These are all untested. Here is some sort of LG on Verizon. VX6000. Might be water damaged. We'll see. Here's a Motorola i776 on Boost Mobile. This is a callback to my first phone lot because that had one of these in it. So yeah, that one ended up being broken. It had a broken screen. I think I already know that this one doesn't have a battery, and it appears to be water damaged, so there's that. Here's an LG VX6100. Has a battery. Battery looks good. Here's a Nokia on T-Mobile. This looks just like my 6102i on Singular. Very strong water indicator, which I've noticed with a lot of these phones here. So hopefully they still work. Here's an LG B470 with a broken front screen. Has a battery. This one, the water indicator is not red, which is good. Here's a Motorola V220 missing the antenna on Singular. I got one of these in my last phone lot. Battery looks good. Might be a generic battery. Here's a Samsung on T-Mobile. Looks pretty cool. Battery is bloated, unfortunately. Let's put that back in for now. Here is Verizon Casio. This might be the Gs1 Ravine 2. Definitely taking this case off though. Looks in pretty good shape. Still has some of the stickers on it. Battery looks good. I'm expecting this one to work. Here's I think this is a UT Starcom on Virgin Mobile. Pretty dirty, although my hand is kind of dirty now too. Has a battery. Looks good. CDM 8074VM. Here's a Sanyo on Sprint. I think this might be the SCP-3200. And yes, it is. This is the 3200. This one is pink. As far as I know, pink Sanyo phones aren't very easy to find, so that's interesting. Here's another LG VX6100. Something scratched into here. No means no. Okay. That battery's in there pretty tightly, and I don't want to rip off my fingernail on camera, so I'll take care of that later. And here are the rest of the phones. Here's another Motorola. This one's on Verizon. This is a T720C. I'm expecting this one to work if I have the right charger for it. I'll fix the back cover later. Here's another LG B470. Battery looks good. The back cover has an address on it and someone's name. Here's a Sanyo Tahoe. I've seen these around. Pretty rugged phone by Kyocera. No water indicator. I'm still getting the hang of focusing with this camera, so if you see me play around with it quite a bit, that's why. That's a little snaps right there. Here is what appears to also be another VX6100. Battery might just be a little bloated. Yep. So there were 3 VX6100s in the lot. Here's a Motorola on Singular. Not sure what this one is. A lot of new phones I haven't seen before. Okay, I don't quite see a model on this one.
Gongo.
Here's a Samsung on AT&T. Pretty cool looking phone, honestly. Bloated battery, sadly. SGH A707. Here's another Samsung on T-Mobile. An older one. I'm almost certain I don't have the charger for this. Battery looks good. This is a SGH X495. It's definitely an older one there. Just see what kind of charger it takes. Yeah, I do not have that one. I've been looking for it though. Here's another A707 in a lot better shape. Oh, it's got some rubber right here. And sticky rubber from here. Get that cleaned up at some point. No battery. Here's a Motorola Razr on Singular. Looks good. Looks like a V3Q, I think.
Yeah.
Can't read that very well. Here is a Motorola Renegade V950. Hinge is broken, possibly. At least I have one of these already. Looks like it has the extended battery. As you can see, just kind of hangs open. So the hinge is definitely broken. Hopefully the phone still works. Here's an LG 450. It's either on T-Mobile or Metro PCS. T-Mobile is a B450. Wire damaged battery. Lots of red water indicators on these phones. Maybe not the best sign. Here's a ZTE on AT&T. Looks like the Z222. Has a battery. Looks good. That is the Z222. Here's an LG 441G, I think this is, on track phone. Yep, I had one of these at some point, but it was missing the SIM card, so it didn't work. Here's an LG on T-Mobile. I'm pretty sure this is the GS170. Battery looks good. Yep, that is the GS170. Here's a Motorola. An old one, because it's got the old AT&T logo. I think this might be the V60. Yeah, V60T. Pretty old phone there. Here's a Samsung on AT&T. Pretty sure this is the SGH A237. Strong water indicator. Yeah, this is the A237. Here's another Motorola Razr on AT&T, obviously. In pretty good shape. It's got a different battery type for some reason. V3, maybe the V3G, not sure. I was wondering when I'd stumble upon an AT&T one of these because I haven't seen them too much. I've mostly seen the Verizon and T-Mobile versions of them. Here's an LG VX8350 with a broken hinge. This one is in red. Looks like whoever had this before tried to paint on it. Here's a Samsung Smooth on Verizon. Back in the day, these were pretty common. They were prepaid phones. Some of the cheapest you could get. They are littered all over eBay. Somehow I haven't had one yet. U350. So that is the Smooth. And here's the last phone, which appears to be another Razr on Singular, possibly. Strong red water indicator. V3. So yeah, that is the phone lot. I'll just put these back in the box for now. So there is the 33-piece phone lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, peace.